Hey there, it's Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Next Level Success. Welcome or welcome back. Today is day 8 of the 21 Days to Freedom Challenge. Every single day this month, I'm giving you a simple, powerful tool to help you make more money, more impact, and grow without burning out. Today, we're going to be talking about something high achievers struggle with all the time: how to set boundaries without feeling like a jerk. If saying no makes you uncomfortable, if you explain to avoid disappointing people, if you're constantly giving more than you actually have, then this video is definitely for you. Now, before we jump in, be sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel, as always, to make sure other people can see this information and level up their lives. For most people that identify as high achievers, they're great at getting work done, but sometimes not so great at setting boundaries. Most of us that are high achievers or ambitious are taught responsibility, but we're not taught boundaries. We grew up learning, be helpful, because that's what it means to be nice. Keep the peace, even if it means sacrificing your joy. Be reliable. I mean, you don't want to let people down, do you? And my favorite one, you can't ever change your mind. Even though we're humans and humans change and grow, because that's normal. If you grew up learning any of these behaviors, when you do finally try to protect your time and energy, it actually feels wrong, almost like you're doing something bad. I know most of my adult life, I have struggled with this because most of my childhood, I wasn't allowed to set boundaries. It was a very authoritarian household. The parents and the caregivers made the decisions, and children were meant to be seen, not heard. So we had to keep our mouths shut, suppress our emotions, never express ourselves, and never say no. So when I became an adult, I had to deconstruct that narrative and learn how to protect my energy through boundary setting. What I had to learn in my own personal and professional life was that setting a boundary doesn't make you rude. It makes you a leader. People who get upset at your boundaries are the ones that actually benefit from you having none. Those are the people who are able to take advantage of you, and they're happy about it because they know you don't have boundaries. And if you have tried to set a boundary and you don't enforce it with them, then you just let them get away with whatever they choose. And that's not respectful to you. Now let's talk about the emotional side of boundaries. A lot of people think boundaries are just statements, but there's a huge emotional layer underneath. You might feel guilty. You might feel like you're letting someone down or hurting someone's feelings. You might feel worried that people will think you're being selfish. And in some respects, they're kind of right. You are. You have to be selfish and self-focused sometimes when it comes to protecting your energy and your time. I want you to remember this. You're not setting boundaries to push people away. You're setting boundaries so that you can show up well for yourself and for everyone else. You can't lead, think clearly, or grow when your energy is just leaking everywhere. And that's unfortunately what happens when you don't have boundaries. So here are 3 ways to set boundaries without feeling like a jerk. First, keep it short. Listen, a boundary is not a speech. We're not giving a whole eulogy here. You don't have to justify, explain, or apologize when you set boundaries. For example, just try this out. If somebody asks you to do something and you can't do it, you can just say, I can't take that on right now. Or, that doesn't work for me. That's it. It's simple, direct, and respectful. The second tip, use kind but firm wording. Your tone really matters. So a calm, steady voice makes everything feel grounded. Here are a few examples. I'd love to help, but my plate is full. I understand I don't have the capacity for that right now. My answer is no. Here's what I can do instead. You're not being harsh, you're being clear. You were clearly expressing your boundaries and helping the person understand where your line is. Lastly, number 3, protect your boundaries like it's a routine. Most people set a boundary once and then give up the minute someone pushes back, even a little bit. And I get it, in the beginning, it may feel uncomfortable, but it kind of reminds me of like training a dog. You know, when they're a puppy and you're trying to train them to use the bathroom outside, it may take a couple of tries, and after a while, they will get it. And so will people when it comes to your boundaries. Your boundaries isn't real until you enforce it consistently. And the more you repeat it, the less you'll feel guilty, because your nervous system will learn that nothing bad happens when you protect yourself. Not now, in the present, in your adulthood. So if you're ready to walk into 2026 with stronger boundaries, better energy, and more confidence, book your free Freedom Power Call. The link is in the description below. On this call, you and I will talk about where you are, where you want to be, and if the Freedom Code, which is my 90-day one-on-one coaching program, is the best next step. Inside this program, you'll learn how to earn more money, make greater impact, and all with less burnout. And isn't it nice to always have more money with less stress? As always, be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 9. Bye.